Hey everyone, this is KK All Night. Welcome back to my channel, or maybe welcome to my channel. Here I focus on style, fashion, and outfit inspiration. So if it sounds like something you might be interested in, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. I upload every Sunday, but I am trying to expand that to also upload on Wednesdays. So I will typically piece together my OOTDs for the week, and then on Wednesdays those videos are going to focus on either unboxings or thrift hauls or just something within the fashion industry that I think might be interesting. So for this video I'm going to compare two items that I got from Shein, which I thought were the same item. So let me start off with the item that I intend to keep, and it is this brown clutch. It is a hard case and it does have a magnetic closure. It comes with a chain that you can attach, and some of you may recognize it as the dupe for the very popular Zara purse. Originally only came in dark brown, this color, but I think they now have more different colors. It was $70 and I really liked it and was actually contemplating on getting it. And I said, let me check Shein to see if they have anything. At the time they didn't, so I waited and waited, hoping that maybe the Zara version went on sale. And lo and behold, look what showed up on Shein. Now I did see one of the other YouTubers I follow, I believe her name is Chica My Style, who had the Zara version as well as the Shein version, and she did a comparison and they were very close. Both hard cases. I think the Zara may have been a bit smaller, and the handle on the Shein version may have come out a little bit further. So, fun fact about this, I got this purse, and the bottom of the purse, this steel plate here, which connects it, was broken. So, you see there's 3 holes. They are supposed to be drilled in, I don't know, on this side as well, but they're not. Because of the lining, the purse still works. So, you know, I contacted Shein, and they will typically give you the option of returning it for a refund, or a lot of times they will give you a percentage off. So, excuse me, that's my insulin pump. So they might say, you know, you can keep it, we'll give you a discount of 30%. You can keep it, we'll give you a discount of 50%. Or, you know, sometimes they're just like, you can dispose of it or keep it, we're just going to refund your money. Other times, if you specifically want to exchange, it has been my experience that you have to specifically request that. So in this instance, they said, you know what, just keep it, we'll refund the money. I want to believe at the time it was $20, $25, $30. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like I would pay $30, but I know I really like the purse, and I thought at the time, whatever price it was, it must have been 30, was better than the 70. So I said, if you're going to give it to me for free, I will deal with that little plate not working, because I can still carry it. It still looks cute, and if I need to open it, I'll just be a little bit careful when I open it. It's really only meant to carry maybe your lipstick, some tissues, hand sanitizer, and credit cards, so it'd be good for going out for dinner, or maybe a dance, or a formal, or something like that. So, in love with this, and I'm perusing Shein, and what do I see but the purse for what I think is cheaper. Now, my fault for not looking closer at the pictures, because the pictures did actually show the item that I got. So when I got the item, first I wondered why was it in such a small bag, and when I pulled it out I was very upset, because I was like, this is not what I ordered. So of course I go to Shein website, and I will insert some pictures of what I saw online for the purse I actually like versus the purse I got. Now the reason I wanted the purse in the same color was because this version was $10, and like I said, my version had been $30. So I said, well, if I can get it for cheaper, why wouldn't I do that? So y'all, let me show you what I got. This is what I got. So yes, the handle does look similar. And if you had never seen the Zara purse or had the dupe that I got, you might be okay with this. But this is a moldable hard pleather, and it has a zipper instead of the magnetic closure, and the handle, the strap is attached. I don't think you can, oh yeah, maybe you can. It has these bars in it, so I think you can actually feed it back through here if you want it to go without the strap. But the inside is not as nice. And this handle, again, is like a cheaper plastic. So the moral of that story, sorry again, the moral of that story is to really look at the pictures, because I glanced at this and could have sworn it was the same thing. Now, the other thing I will tell you about the dupe that I got, so this is definitely going back, is when I had the issue with the steel plate, and they told me that the 3 options I had, that was the second time around. The first time I did get it at the $30, which is what I said, but I said, you know, send me a new one, because I don't want 30% off or 50% off. I want my item not broken. So they sent it to me. So the second one I got was also broken. So that makes me think it's something in production. And again, you know, it is Shein, it is fast fashion. You can find some great deals. You can find some quality materials, but sometimes you do get what you pay for. So when my second one was broken, that's when I wrote back, and this time they said, you know what, just keep it. And I said, fine, I will deal with it. I didn't want to try again on getting a third one, and the same issue. The little screws just kind of fall out when you open it, and it's really no way to place them back in there. So again, let's put these side by side, and I will try to insert clips of the Shein screenshots of what was on Shein for the one that I want to keep versus the one that I do not. Even looking here, you can see it's like a flimsy plastic gold. This one is smaller. The shape is different, and like I said, maybe if you had never seen that one, you would be okay with it. But if you had seen this one, touched this one, there's no way you would go with that one, even if it was $10 and this one was listed for $20. So buyer beware. Make sure you look at the pictures carefully. Make sure you look at the descriptions that people leave on their reviews, like what they actually write, as well as the pictures that they leave. And also read the dimensions that Shein gives you, as well as any extra description that they give you, because those will help if you're trying to buy things that you actually want to keep and use from Shein. And also, I should have taped this the other way, but this says beauty in every shade. I think that's very appropriate. This sweatsuit is from the retail store that we are boycotting for the next 90 days or so, but I still think this has a beautiful message, and I got the sweatsuit long before the boycott. So with that, I will say you guys have a wonderful time the rest of your day. I hope that this video, I'm in the shade, so I hope that when it comes through, you know, the lighting is still okay. But with that, I will say thank you for watching. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm still a new YouTuber trying to grow my channel, and you guys be safe out there. All right, hey everyone. This is going to be a little bit of a collective thrift haul. I have curated some pieces that I have gotten over the past, I'd say 3 or 4 weeks, and they are from a variety of thrift stores ranging from the Northern Virginia area to the Southern Maryland area. And the stores I frequent are 2A Thrift, Prime Thrift, which is the Salvation Army, and the regular Goodwill store. Those are really the 3 that I focus on. I will find the occasional mom and pop thrift store, which I love to go into, but a lot of times you're not going to find the best prices on those items. As always, when I can, I am outside, so if you hear some car noise, that's just some cars driving through the neighborhood. Now, folks often ask me how I find such good deals. A lot of people like to go to thrift stores in a higher socioeconomic area. And I do think there is some truth that you will find better items there. But really, if you just take the time to look, I feel like you can find deals everywhere. As I said, I will frequent the thrift stores in my area. I have yet to go on like a thrifting journey where I just go to several places outside of my area. 1 second. Toot toot. Come here. My cat likes to keep me company, and I don't want her clawing at the screened-in deck over here. So, to get into it, I'm going to talk about some favorites and a near miss. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a miss, but you guys can be the judge of that. So my style aesthetic is extra. I love it if it has fringe, tassel, rhinestones, different colors, colorful beading, different fabrics, leather. I'm not a big fan of faux leather. I am getting into it a little bit, but faux fur, real fur. I have my notes here. Just different fabrications. If it has like metallic threading into it, if it's something is reversible, if there's something unique that stands out about it, if it has kind of an asymmetrical hem, tulle, all these things that give it an extra pop. Feathers, I love it all. Glitter, I'm on the fence about just straight glitter. It really depends on what it's in, how it's styled, how the material feels. So having said all that, I talked about what I like, where I frequent. I will just get into the outfits or the things right now. I'm going to go through some shoes as well as my clothes, and if I remember the price, I'm happy to tell you. So what caught my eye with this item is, one, it's sheer, and two, the color. Now, it's beautiful, and on its own, maybe the color would not have stood out to me so much, but the reason it did is because I had these shoes. These are also thrifted. They are Zara. And I got these around Christmas time. And given the color, I mean, obviously you can pair this with any neutral, with a black, with a white, with a gray. But I really was looking for a monochromatic look. So when I saw this shirt, it stood out to me. But I also know that because I am large chested, V-neck items tend to look better on me. And I saw that this buttoned up at the neck. So I thought, well, we'll see. The other thing that I did was I looked at the size. It is a size 6 US. I am not a size 6 US. I think the last time I saw 6 was when I was 6. But you can see, I taped this backwards so I could see myself as I tape, but so the prices are going to be backward. That is $7.99, and I had a 20% off coupon, so that was about $1.40 off of $8. So, and again, I have on my thrifting outfit. Some of these items have not, well, I think all of the clothes items have not been laundered yet. My shoes I have cleaned, and I'll go into how I clean my shoes when I get to them. So, let me see if I can do the first button. So, just looking at this button with the first button, I was like, I'm going to have to do some styling with it to get it to work for me. And that button is not coming through. Let me see if I can use the screen to help me button it. Plus, I have on nails. I have on these cute multicolored nails. They are from Shein. I can never tell if it's Shein or Shein. Shein. I started off calling it Shein, but I saw an Asian person pronounce it as Shein, so that's when I switched to Shein. But sometimes I forget. So just like this, I would not, probably wouldn't style it. It's kind of like a trapeze style dress. That button is not staying together, and now that's bothering me. So let me try one more time, and if it doesn't stick this time, then I'll just have to work through it. All right, so here we go. Okay, little gold button is poking out. So first thing you think, let's belt it. So I'm going to take this Gucci belt, which was also thrifted, but not a recent thrift. I think I might have paid $20 for this belt. And let's see what that does. Immediately, when you cinch that waist, it gives it a totally different look. So let me throw on my heels with it. Now, what I don't have is a purse this color. If I see something in the thrift store, I definitely would give it a thought, but what I'm not going to do is try to go source a purse this color in the regular stores and pay retail for it. So cinching that waist, now this is something I can work with. Obviously it's sheer, so you have to wear something underneath, and depending upon what you wear underneath can give it a totally different look. I could wear a little black bodysuit. I could wear a dress underneath and just have this as like an overlay with it still belted. I could wear a tulle skirt underneath. You could pair it with some white linen pants or just some shorts. Y'all, did y'all see that big B? It is definitely summertime. So here's the outfit. So if you guys see me waving my hands and running and putting this thing on pause, y'all know why. My husband always says if you just stay still, they won't bother you. And I think that's a carpenter bee, which means they just burrow in wood and they don't sting. But he is big, so we might have to move this recording inside. Woo! Yes, Lord. Okay, so here is another belt, Moschino. Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. This was also thrifted. Love the candy colors is what I like to call them in the belt. And again, this could be paired with all the same items that I talked about before. But that's what you need to have as kind of an eye for when you're shopping, because, you know, I didn't have any of this stuff with me when I'm looking at it in the store. But if you just think about what you have in your closet, and a lot of times something will just pop into your mind. Now, the other way that I could wear it is just open. Even with this bodysuit, this right here is a look right here. Obviously, white linen is always going to be a star. And really, like I said, any neutral you could pair with this. This would probably go good with some shades of green. So that was the first outfit. And this did not stand out to me because of the designer. I did look it up, and I don't think it's like one of those Asian companies you just see on Amazon, but I do not recognize that brand. So let's hang this back up. Next item is this silk number, and y'all, this is Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs with, were the tags still on this? No, tags weren't still on this, but so this was $8.79 with 20% off. So that was about 87 cents, 80.60. So like $1.75, almost $2 off. Marc Jacobs. And this is 100% silk. So all those factors, here we go. All those factors is what had me interested in this number right here. I could tell with a shift dress it was something I was going to need to belt, and it comes with a belt. But if you want to add a little interest, you know, you don't have to style it with the belt that it comes with. You can always switch that out. So let's pull this down in the back. Oh, and this one does have pockets. That is always a plus. You just feels better when you have somewhere to stick your hands. So actually, now that I have it on as a shift dress, it's not too bad, but I definitely think I like it better tied. So here we go. Obviously, I wouldn't be wearing these shoes with it. Oh, but here's some shoes I could style it with. So here's a sample example of shoes that I thrifted. These are Tory Burch. What got me was the gold detail on the heel, suede leather soles. These So they must have been like $60, $59.99 with my 20% coupon. So that's cute right there. I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks, and this could definitely be a look. Although taking wedges, they're so bulky to take when you're packing, but these are actually lightweight, so they would be good for walking around. Sometimes when you get wedges, they're really heavy, but that isn't the case with these. So how I clean my shoes is I use Lysol wipes, and I don't care if it's leather, I don't care if it's suede, I don't care if it's plastic. I wipe out the inside where my foot goes, including the top, and I will also clean out the bottom. But then the next thing I do is I put them outside in the sun and I sun them. That's probably an old school thing, but I'll leave them out in the sun for a couple of hours. So that's how I clean all my shoes. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's leather, cloth, what have you, I will take that Lysol wipe and clean it out. And I haven't had anything get destroyed yet. So let me take off the Marc Jacobs dress and try on the next item. And this is fully lined, and this was a size large. Usually with designer brands, you'll find that they're cut small, and so when I saw it was a designer and that it was a large, I wasn't sure that I was going to fit it, but that's the thing, you always got to try it on. So my next item, this was a great find, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to clean it. There is some tarnishing, but this is a Salvador Ferragamo belt. And y'all, it was $1.98. I could not pass this up. I was like, I will figure out how to clean it up later. There's some not cracking, but it's been bent right here. But I said, you know, for $2, I'm good. So I gotta turn it right side up, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is their logo. The belt buckle is their logo, very recognizable. So let's slip that through the loop. Oh, another thing that will probably benefit you is a hole puncher or a belt puncher, rather than taking it to the cobbler where they can do it and charge you $10-15. You can do it yourself. So this is the belt, and honestly, if I have this on, unless you're like right up in my face, you can't tell that it's tarnished a little bit, but I'm still going to see if there's something I can do to clean that up. So $2 for this Ferragamo belt. I think I'm looking, that's definitely in my top 3 for my thrifting finds. Now, if you are of a certain age, you will remember a brand of suits called Casper. They were big in the 80s, and I feel like among those who thrift, they are making a comeback. They are great quality. What caught me with this is, of course, this gold belt buckle. It is metal, it is heavy, but then I looked at the tag and it said 12P. That's 12 petite, which means the arms are going to be shorter. So I said, I'm still going to give it a try, and I was pleasantly surprised. So this jacket comes up like this in clips, or not clips, there's buttons right there. I'm just going to do one, and then snaps, I'm sorry, and then it has a button right here. So again, with my nails, it's a little bit more difficult. And then it buttons this belt. Buttons over here. Now, I will tell you, I was afraid that anytime I moved, it would pop open. I have been wearing it. I tried it out, and that did not happen. So I think I could get away with wearing this to work. Let me see if I can snap it for you guys and show you the final look. It is very cute. It's very unique the way that it snaps over the shoulder. Come on, button. There we go. Oh, not wanting to work today, I see. There, I'm only gonna button one. And even though these are a little bit short, I don't mind wearing them that way. But to disguise that, you would just push your sleeves up like that. Then your jewelry can show better. See, now it's making me mad because when I tried it on before, all the snaps stayed in place. But now that I'm on video trying to show you guys, it doesn't want to act right. Maybe I need to do both. So, there we go. Coming close. Isn't that gorgeous? It has shoulder pads. And I don't know if I took the tag off of this one. I think the composition of this one is polyester, but again, it was just the cut and the styling with that gold velcro that caught my eye. So let's see if the tag is still on. Nope, took the tag off. But yeah, this is 100% or polyester and acetate, but still in great condition. No fading, anything like that. So now this next one, I remember distinctly, I got it from Goodwill. Skirts are $6.49. What I don't remember is if it was the color, the ticket color of the day. Oh, it was purple. So I got this for half off. So I got this skirt for $3.25. Tag still on, genuine leather. Oh, I'm sorry, I think it was blue. This is by JL Studios. So with my leather is very expensive to clean. And at my cleaners, when I went in to see how much a jacket costs, they told me, oh, we send it out and we don't know how much it costs until it's cleaned, and then we tell you the price. And so I said, well, can they reach back out to you and tell you how much it costs, and then you let me know? Sorry about that. That is my insulin pump. To which they said, no, we can't do that. So it could be 100, it could be 300, and that is not a gamble that I want to take. So how I clean it is, all the leather items I found have been lined on the inside. So again, I take my Lysol wipe, I wipe out the lining, and then I take leather cleaner and clean the outside, and then I take leather conditioner and condition it. Yes, it's a couple of extra steps, but I feel like that time of 30 minutes to clean it all up is worth getting this genuine leather skirt for $3.49. Now, I don't even have to tell you all the ways we can style this up. It's gorgeous. It fits perfectly. And I saw it hanging there, and I was like, that looks like real leather, and I just went to grab it. I didn't even look at the size. But as you know, the older, like, I wouldn't say vintage, but the sizes have, like a size 16 now is much larger than a size 16 was back then. The zipper, the clasp is caught. Maybe I might be wearing this for the rest of the, it's caught with my shirt inside. So this size was a 16W. I think that's 16 woman. So very pleased with that. My second, so I had my top three. I said the first one was my Ferragamo belt. This is by Worth, New York. It was we'll just call it $15. It was $14.96 and 20% off, so $3 off. So this was $12. And let me read the composition to you. It is wool and cashmere. And again, I want to think when I looked at this jacket at the size, again, another 12. So I didn't know, again, especially with my chest, if it was going to work. Y'all, this fits like to a T. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, one of my nails is about to pop off, and we just going to pop that off and keep it moving. All right, so let me put this on for you guys. I mean, it's like it was tailor-made for me. And the bonus is the way that the jacket closes. It's like it has a chain in the middle, and you just slip your button through on each side, and that's what holds it closed. Now, I tried to fold this down, but I actually think it is supposed to go up kind of like a mandarin collar type situation. Pockets are functional. Feels like butter. Wool and cashmere. $12. So obviously this has to go to the dry cleaners. I think everything, sorry about that, guys. It may go off a time or two more. Everything does need to go to the dry cleaner. The only thing I wasn't, well, that's not true. One thing that I'm not sure about, and that's the last thing I'll show. Now my third. So we've had the Ferragamo belt, this Worth New York cashmere jacket. Y'all, let me show you the tag on this. Now it's two bumblebees, like they fighting over here. Can y'all see that? Oscar de la Renta. And this was $5.98. At this store, I think, what color is this ticket? This was full price, but I had a $5 coupon off my total purchase. This is 100% silk. This is a size 12. You have to have, this requires cufflinks. So this was my third out of everything that I'm going to show you today. Now with these tiny buttons, I can't promise you I'm going to get everything buttoned up with these nails on. I did not contemplate that. Last night I went to Carrabba's Italian Grill with some girlfriends for dinner, and if you check out my OOTD video, you can see what I wore. I had done an unboxing for my Christian Louboutin over-the-knee tassel boots a couple of weeks ago, and I was so thirsty to wear that, y'all, and so I wore them last night. I'm just going to do a few buttons on here. Let's see if I can get 3. And this silk is so soft. You know, there is such thing as like a cheaper silk, but not this. So y'all, I am popping off that little fingernail. It's getting on my nerves. So here is the shirt up close. I can comfortably close it. No, I mean, I guess you might call that a little gap, but I don't even think I need a safety pin, which is what I normally do for that. I've also seen girls use a tag gun with a really short cord to somehow close it together, but I don't want to put that big of a hole in the shirt. So love this. This is definitely dry clean material. So those are my top 3. And then I have 2 more items. So this is JG Hook. This is 100% suede, size 16 women. Still has the tags. And what I thought was interesting about that is this, the whole thing is not leather. This is like a knit, the sleeves. And it zips up. How cute is that? Perfect fit. I think this has pockets. This has pockets too. So again, I'll take these out, wipe them with Lysol, wipe the inside with Lysol. And for suede, I don't know if you're familiar with like suede brushes. Like if you have like a little something on your suede and you want to clean it, you're supposed to use a suede brush. So that's what I do with the suede. I will just brush the whole thing down. And the lining is actually stuck. So I'm going to pause it, you guys, so I can get out of this, and I'll be right back. Y'all, I was getting hot. Okay, my last item is, again, 100% silk. And I think, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I might have talked about this in another video. Love it. I don't know if you can see the Asian motif with the circles. I don't know if that's showing up, but 100% silk. And I'm not quite sure what to do with this because there is no laundering ticket in here, and some silk is washable. That certainly would be the more economical way to do it. And sometimes if it's washable silk, if you take it, you shouldn't dry clean it, and vice versa. Sometimes it's supposed to be dry clean only, and you're not supposed to wash it. But I think the safest bet is going to be to hand wash it. And so what I will do is get a big tub, fill it up with a little either Dawn or Woolite, swish it around and agitate it for a minute or 2, and then rinse it out. It is a big pain, but I am going to do it. I also just noticed that at the top on the collar it has, woo, y'all, it has snaps. I don't know what those snaps would have been to, because there's one right here. Maybe there was some kind of hood or attachment that went to it, but it was just a jacket. It also has this inside pocket, which was really nice, and the white stuff you see is the down or the lining coming out of the jacket. I don't know if it's down. Again, there's no extra ticket in here, just the pure silk double house. You know, I can look that up online to see. So now let's get through the shoes. I already showed you my Tory Burch. Now, I don't have to tell y'all what caught my eye on these. Obviously, the studs on the back. These are Sam Edelman. I don't know if you can see part of his name in there. These were $5, y'all. They were the ticket of the ticket of the day, which is 50% off, and they were $10. So, and they are not my normal size. I think they're 8. I wear 7. You just throw in some socks, some chunky socks, some wool socks, and you are good to go. So very cute. Do I need them? No, absolutely not. And then the next pair are these INC boots. Obviously, again, the pearl stud detail on them is what caught my eye. But also, this looks like it was from a sample sale. It says sample, not for resale. I don't know if that's showing up in the monitor, but I need to do a little researching on these too. I love INC as a brand. I think they have quality clothing. I like their aesthetic. Again, these were not my size. These are either 8 or 8.5. These might have been a 9. I'm not sure, but I was like, I will put on my thick socks, my wool socks, and keep it moving. So very cute. These were $5. They were 10, and they were the color of the month. Again, my next set of boots. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. These were $12. These were behind the counter. Sometimes I don't know how they decide what goes behind the counter. The Tory Burch were behind the counter, and these were behind the counter. The INC, Sam Edelman, and my Etienne Agner were not. They were $24.99. I might have gotten them, but when I saw they were the color of the week, it was a no-brainer for me. So $12 for these. And they are the rain boots, but they also have this kind of puffy extender part that you can close like so. I think this buckle detail is just a detail, it's not functioning, but you can close this up on the top, I guess, to get a closer fit around your leg. I'm not quite sure. I really don't plan to do that. But out of the shoes, let's see, I've showed you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to show you 6 pair. So my top 2 would be my Hunter boots and my Tory Burch. Now, these were the last ones. At the beginning of the video, I said, you know, I wouldn't call it a miss, maybe a near miss, and I'll tell you why. These were $5.49. I had $5 off my total purchase. Etienne Egner, I'm not, it's French, and I don't think I'm saying it right. I love the loafer. I love the gold detail on the buckle, and it has the little upside down horseshoe logo. When I turned it over, and I thought I did this in store, you can see that they've been resold, and I can tell because it has Asian characters on it, and this is a French company, so that is not something that, excuse me, that should be the last time we hear that. This is not something that you would see, but when you look on the inside, you can still see that it is Etienne Agner, and it's all leather, but the fact that they have been resold, I don't know. Sometimes if I like the shoe, then I'll just still go for it, but sometimes that's a turn off for me. So very comfortable, easy to slip on. As we age, you know, sometimes we can't wear all our heels for as long or as often as we like, so I'm trying to get into more comfortable flats, but I still want them to be cute, and I think this fits the bill. So that does it. My favorites over what I've gotten over maybe the last 3 weeks to a month. I hope you found some inspiration. I hope you got some maybe ideas or tips if you're interested in going thrifting. And with that, you guys be safe out there. Well, that was it for my Wednesday upload. I hope you enjoyed my comparison of the Shein purses as well as the thrift haul. Now, regarding the thrift haul, I have to tell you, the silk jacket with the Asian motif that was the deep navy color, I couldn't decide if I wanted to dry clean it or hand wash it, and I decided to hand wash it. And I think that was the wrong decision. After hand washing it, it seemed to be some type of dark stains that appeared on it. Now, because the fabric is so deep, it's hard to see, and I'm not sure if I wore it out, if it would be that noticeable, but I am contemplating taking it to the dry cleaners to see if they can get it out, or perhaps try to test a spot and hand wash that spot to see if it can come out. So the jacket was less than $5 or less, So from a financial perspective, if it doesn't work out, I really won't be out anything. But I really did think that was a great find, and I was looking forward to styling it. So you win some, you lose some. And with that, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, as I am still a new YouTuber trying to grow my channel. All right, you guys, be safe out there.